Well, hi there everyone, and welcome back to Feed the Beast Monster. Where last time we were making this. This is a thermal centrifuge. It is the machine which is turning our cobblestone into stone dust at quite a high rate. Now we're going to leave this working on this because I want to work on something else today. We're still doing exactly what we were doing before. This is just the next part. To go with our stone dust, we need something else, and what I want to make is some scaffolding. Now I've used scaffolding before, this sort, the sort which is sticks and planks. There is another type of industrial craft scaffolding, and it is the iron scaffold. The iron scaffold is made from iron plates and iron fences. You get 16 for each. Now iron plates are easy, we know those, we should have a lot of those. Iron fences are made by extruding iron item casings in a metal former. So this will take a little bit of time. So let us just quickly grab these out. Obviously, to make your iron item casings, I've forgotten how to make iron item casings. You don't have to pop them through again, do you? Yep, it is another go through the old rolling machine. We can probably speed that along a little bit because we do have a forge hammer or two hanging about. And we might even have a few more if I make some up. If I type in hammer, we might actually get somewhere a little bit better. The forge hammer is the one at the bottom. So let's speed things along because we do have plenty of supplies by making up a few forge hammers. Just like that, and battering out some of this stuff. So 2 stacks of iron item casings. Right, let's turn this into an extruding mode. And pop those in and take these out. And you will very quickly see that we start to get iron fences. Now, do we have a load more iron plates in here or not? We do not. That is fine. So what we will quickly do is stamp out a few more with that. So there we go, we now have a load of iron plates. We have chucked our forge hammer onto the floor. And we have got 8 iron fences. I'm just going to let that run a minute or two and have a quick look at this, where we are up to 31 stone dust. And we are struggling because we are running low on power by the looks of it. Are we? Yes, it's just going a bit slowly. Everything's on about half power, as you can see. 15 of those is good for a start. Let us make up one more of those since we've got it here. Put these across the middle and put these top and bottom, and you can see we get these iron scaffoldings. These iron scaffoldings we can make up quite a bit of. That is a stack and a bit of iron scaffold. So let's go and have a quick look and see how far we can get with these. I think I'll just check that this thing is full of item casings, which it is now. Let's head on back down this way and into the engine room. Because not a lot has changed down here since last time, but it has changed slightly. I've dug it down just one level deeper because I felt it needed to be one level deeper to work properly. So here is our iron scaffold. You remember exactly how this works. It's quite a cool block actually, and just like normal scaffold you can build it all the way up to the ceiling just by left clicking, which is really cool. So I now need to take the time to line all of these walls with iron scaffolding. It is going to be actually quite a long job. And that is how far That little bit that I made is going to get us, is it? Oh no, I have a few more. I also have a torch in the way. So the aim is to line this entire room top to bottom and including the floor with this iron scaffolding. So I'm going to need quite a few stacks of this stuff, aren't I? So what I'm going to do is go and get this done, and I shall be back in a few. Okay, so I have spent quite a bit of time making up iron scaffoldings, and I have been plastering the room with them, and as you can see, it actually looks pretty awesome. I really quite like this look. But it is not the look that I am going for. I still have more to do. Now, I have not filled in the floor yet. I have not filled in the ceiling yet. And I have also left these little gaps in every single corner. And the reason for that is that I want to have access to all the individual iron scaffolding blocks as I go through. I have completely missed my jump there. Because we are now on to the next stage. Let's just go back upstairs and have a look at what that is. We have made scaffolding, and now what we need is CF. There are two things which we need. We need a CF sprayer and CF powder. Now, CF is construction foam, so we are going to be making construction foam. So we need to head on back into the factory for this. Hop up here and into here. There we go. Right, the CF sprayer is fairly easy. It is iron item casings and a universal fluid cell. A universal fluid cell is tin item casings around a glass pane. Now I do believe that we should... Well, that was my laser drill thing, wasn't it? Now we should have iron item casings and we should have tin item casings from making the RE batteries. We do. So the CF sprayer is going to be extremely easy to make. One CF sprayer. Now the CF powders are more awkward. They need sand, they need clay, and they need lots of stone dust. Do I have clay in here? I have 577 clay. That is a lot more than I expected to have, actually. So if I have some of this stone dust stuff on me, enough for that much. Add in a little bit of clay and a little bit of sand, which I have tons of. And I'm going to have enough there to make 10 CF pellets. Now this thing is still working away very well, thank you very much. And shall continue so to do whilst I get some of this done. So 20 CF powder. I have a load of buckets. So let us head on downstairs and back into that room. En route, I want to use my buckets to get a little bit of water. Hello, Ocelot. I haven't seen many Ocelot about for a while. Right, this is an infinite pool, isn't it? It is. I might just as well get 4. What I'm going to do is make 2 infinite water pools downstairs, just in case I muck the first one up. So I'm just going to literally dig out a little extra hole down here to create infinite water sources. Right, one more and we have 2 infinite water sources. So how do these CF sprayers work? Well, what you do is you take your CF powder, you drop it into water, it turns the water black, and you right click with your CF sprayer. That fills the CF sprayer up. You cannot see that anywhere. And of course the infinite water source refills what you have taken. If I now right click on this scaffolding somewhere, it covers a huge blob of it with reinforced construction foam. So that is exactly what we want. It probably does 10 of them. About 10 is that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 squares of the stuff. So now what we are going to do is simply continue doing that. If I click this one, it should just do the 1, and then let me click and do another 9. So we can just keep doing that. So what I'm probably going to do is try to make up a few of these. And we are just going to go around, sucking this up as much as possible as we go. Yes, I think I wasted some construction foam there, which is annoying. Apparently best to do it one at a time. So the question is, why am I throwing construction? Why is there a gap there? Do I have some spare scaffolding? So obviously at the minute what I have here is a load of construction foam all over everything, but you can see one of these has already dried. This is effectively wet and it is drying. When it dries it turns into reinforced stone, and reinforced stone is incredibly tough. I mean, how long is that going to take compared to how long does the stone take with this pick? So this reinforced stone is ridiculously tough, ridiculously hard, and I have just put iron scaffolding in there, and is ridiculously good at absorbing blasts. It can absorb huge amounts of explosions and things like that, which is exactly what I want for what I am going to make in this room. No, I missed. If you missed, you just get construction foam like that, which is very weak and very, very useless, and is a bit of a waste of all your resources, to be honest. I've got some more construction foam up there. I do believe I had a gap as well just there. And this is of course why I need to have access to these corners. It is so I can actually put it onto the corners. It should go in anyway, but I just wanted to look and make sure I hadn't missed any bits like I have done there. So a click there, a click there. So this is a fairly good and fun way of building actually. It means you can make really, really strong structures using this construction foam stuff. Now I have apparently got a gap there. I don't know how I've got a gap when I've got something above it. That makes no sense whatsoever to my mind. But that is exactly what has happened, so we just have to live with it. That has gone floor to ceiling. You can see that there is, you can look in your inventory and see how many millibuckets there are of the stuff left. Apparently there were a lot of millibuckets in that one. There's still 700 millibuckets. That is highly confusing. That is highly, highly confusing. I don't know exactly how that is working, but hey. So now we just have to keep on going around all the way around the room, and you can see how far these, I wish I could talk. How many pellets did I have? Was it 20? You can see how these 20 pellets have actually gone a really, really long way. I'm going to nearly get a whole 2. Oops, I have messed up my water source. That does happen sometimes. I'm near enough going to get 2 whole walls done, aren't I? Bucket and repair my water source. This is why it's handy to have a secondary water source. So last one. Pop those bits in, and there we go. And for some reason those all popped out, and I don't have a clue why, but that must be what the problem was. So you can see that these things are starting to dry out, which is brilliant. Let us just head on back upstairs and see if we can get a little bit more construction foam to go down here, because this is going to be a big project which is well worthy of an extremely strong room. Now, according to the great rules of reinforced stone, a single reinforced stone block should be just about enough to mitigate, there's a good word, a nuclear explosion. A double thick wall will definitely mitigate one. Now, I don't particularly think I'm going to have too much problems with nuclear explosions, otherwise I would double thick the entire wall. I think for my purposes a single thick will be enough. Only enough for 3, that's not very good, is it? That's not very good at all. Oh, I can actually speed these up, can I? In which case, I guess I shall. So I should now be producing them twice as fast. So just one more blob of construction powder. Let's go and dump some of this junk. Actually, I don't need all of this junk in my inventory at the minute. Right, how close are we? Not very close, so let's just go and I shall finish off by, if I can just squeeze through this door using up these 4 construction pallets, and I shall finish the rest of the room off camera. So once I have done all of the walls, I shall fill in those gaps which I missed and do those, and then I shall do the floor and the ceiling. And then we should have an extremely secure room. This will be like the ultimate bomb-proof room. See a creeper run into this room, that would be pretty awesome. He's not going to get through that, and yes, it is making them pop out. That is very interesting. It might be if you hit something with construction foam at the top before you hit something at the bottom that it's doing that. I am really not sure because I've never noticed it do it before. And now I can't seem to place anything in here. Which is pretty weird. I can place it there, I can place it there, and now I can place it. What? Does that thing have any construction foam in it? It has 2 pieces. I have no idea what is going on here. Can I put them there and there now? I can put them there and there. And do that. I can put one there and do that. I have clearly upset the great scaffolding gods in some way. And is it because I'm trying to place... Is it because I'm trying to place them on top of that and it doesn't like being on top of a piece of item ducting? If so, that's going to be really annoying and I'm going to have to move the item duct about. I bet that is exactly it. So, that will be it for this episode, guys. We are starting to make an awesome bomb-proof room. I do hope you enjoyed the episode. Do like and subscribe if you did, and please do come back next time when this will be completed. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.